Yes, you look beautiful. Look at you.
I hate my life.
Hello, my shawty baes. Hello, my besties. I am here with
Me.
my best friend, Lauren.
You gotta redo it. There's a fly in here.
What fly?
That fly.
It's my best friend, Lauren. In the entire world, we've been best friends for like 7 years, and we're just never getting rid of each other. It's a forever kind of thing.
It's actually 8 years this year.
Oh. 8 years. For those of you who don't know, fun fact, Lauren and I used to have a channel together where we just basically talked about music, shit that got us copyrighted out the wazoo. And so that channel became no more because of that.
Should like boycott YouTube except for Larissa's channel.
So that's why we haven't been able to post on there and talk to you guys. So for those of you who are wondering that, here's your answer. Hopefully one day we'll be able to be back and just do different stuff like vlogs or I don't know.
So I don't know, we'll come up with an idea.
But for now, Lauren's gonna be on my channel where we
Occasionally.
all the time.
Occasionally. I don't read.
Oh yeah, so here's the premise of this. Lauren doesn't read much. She did read Beach Read.
I did read that.
I made her do that.
When I was at the beach.
And it was fun, right? You had a good time?
Wait, no, I didn't do Beach Read, did I? No.
Oh, you did Book Lovers.
Yeah.
I gave you Beach Read and you just
did.
never read it.
I never picked that one up.
She
I'm so
literally,
sorry.
no, I need to tell you something. She uses it as a makeup holder. Like she literally put it under her makeup. She gets ready like that. Let that sink in.
That doesn't make sense, I feel.
It does, Lauren. That's what you do.
I know, but I'm saying like I have a little tiny mirror because I do makeup in my room in front of the window for natural light, as you should. And I needed it to be elevated, and I happened to have like 6 books Larissa gave me next to me, so I used that.
Yeah, so she elevated it with my books.
It's not like covered in makeup though, it just like holds the mirror.
Just to clarify, I'm not like rude.
I'm not a menace to society.
People would be like, how would you do that to the books?
Anyway, so basically Lauren doesn't read, and so she's gonna go with me to Barnes & Noble and basically pick what books I have to buy, and therefore I will read them.
Which will be a challenge because she has so many books.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm supposed to find one that she hasn't read yet or that she doesn't already own in some capacity.
Okay, relax. I don't own all of Barnes & Noble, Lauren. I know you're looking at me weird, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to stop it right now. I've never heard silence quite this loud. Anyway, so let's go. At the phone, you still hasn't called. My hand was the one you reached for. It rains when you're here, and it rains when you're gone. Always remember,
There's no time for tears. I'm just sitting here planning my revenge.
Y'all, we have just arrived at Barnes. We're at the Barnes & Noble at the mall. So therefore I ordered us coffee. Well, I got me a coffee and Lauren a
I
hot
got a hot
chocolate latte.
choco.
A hot choco. Aw, she got a hot
I
choco.
already had 2 coffees today, so I don't want another one.
I already had 2 coffees today too, but that never has stopped me before.
Problems.
It's me. Hello. Remix.
Sure.
Larry's version.
Remix? I hate you.
What was I saying? We're here. We're gonna go. We're gonna go get the coffee. We're It's not important that we literally arrived at our destination. Gosh, Lauren. Gosh. This is ours. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at that, Lorene. Oh, the beauty, the grace, the Miss United States. I love them. If you're ever wondering how to order my coffee, here it is. Not them playing music so loud in the background of my video. I've apparently just been informed that the world does not revolve around me. I am shocked and betrayed. Lauren, immediately no. Like, immediately no. I like Edgar Allan Poe, but like, immediately that's not what I want. Hey, Lauren, that's you.
Dad?
This is Lauren.
I thought we established I was your child with Giant. I've seen this thing, I think.
I've seen this thing, I think.
Leave me alone. I've seen these 2.
Oh my God, I was gonna say, if you picked up Addicted
Yeah,
for
I
now-
know. I'm aware of that one. You're fucking crazy.
No, I actually don't have whatever. Bear with me now. I actually have not seen that.
The Unhoneymooners, I know you had that.
I do.
This one.
I do. That's one of my favorites.
I feel like I recognize the cover, but I don't know the name.
You don't know the name? It's Travis.
Well, Letty's. We established I can't read.
I actually don't have this, and it looks actually really interesting. Look,
It
Love
has
is
a bear?
Wild. Yeah, it has a bear in it. That's funny. It reminds me of the scene from New Girl. Bears! Hey, look, I want this. There she is. Oh my God, I want it. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Did you pick the bear book or no?
I don't know how I feel.
Okay.
Barnes & Nobles is very overwhelming for me. There's like so many options and so many things, and I just feel like I'm swimming but I can't swim, you know?
I guess you would be drowning, bitch. She can't even float. I don't want to read that.
You don't want to read this. I know you had it. I know you had this one.
I have read
I know
that.
you had this one because I bought it for you.
Yes.
Remember you yelled at me?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's when you tackled me inside the Barnes & Noble.
I did do that. Those are things I did.
You have this one.
I do. I love that book.
You have this shit.
I don't, because look how big it is.
I don't know. Your job is to read.
Like I have not read this because it is gigantic. This is one of my favorite books of all time.
I recognize that cover. Yeah.
What is that?
What?
This Legends
I don't know.
and Lattes?
It's kind of like a weird version of Shrek.
It's giving Shrek.
Oh, you definitely read this bitch.
Escalator vibes. I always film me on escalators. I don't know why. Hey, you look so short.
That's how you feel all the time.
Wow, looks like the 4th of July. This is the romance, and then they have mystery over there. So Lauren has a lot of options. Hey, I will say I've been wanting to read this, and I don't have it.
Hey guys, look at the book I picked. We've made no progress. Oh my god, maybe you should purchase these ones.
Oh my god, yeah. I've never heard of this author before. I've been wanting to read more of Abby Jimenez.
I'm supposed to be picking the books.
Oh, okay. So go make some choices, Lauren. I don't know what you're doing talking to me for.
Ashley Parker doesn't fall.
Doesn't fail, Lauren.
Oh my god.
Delilah Green doesn't care. Astrid Parker doesn't fail. I've read both of those though.
Really? Oh. See, this is what I mean.
Live footage of Lauren in the mystery section. I'm gonna narrate.
What did I say about you talking and then I'm like trying to read something and you're just
I've been broke so many times.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Lauren has been sitting there for a solid 30 minutes. She has still not moved. Here are the books Lauren picked. Here we go.
pick them.
These are the books I will be reading in this vlog. So we have a romance, Meet Me by the Lake. Did you read the back? What is it even about?
I didn't. You just said you wanted it, so I picked it.
Nice. And then we have a thriller, which is fun, Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I was actually very shocked she chose this, but it was cool to have a thriller in the
Well,
mix.
I know you like thrillers now.
Yeah, so this is a good one.
Well, the other one was like too scary, so this one's Ghost.
I do like Riley Sager. Well, I've only read one book by him, but I did enjoy it. And then the last one is really shocking to me. Just because I've never seen this before, which is why I'm so shocked. The Naturals is Criminal Minds for the YA World.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Not me being so excited because I thought you knew me so well. That's why you picked it, but it wasn't.
That study.
Nice. Well, this is the first book in a series, so if I really like it, I'll get the rest. But we'll see. It's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I do love the Inheritance game. So this is going to be a fun
I got
vlog.
Squish.
She did. What are you naming it?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So think now.
I picked Benedict.
Benedict Cumberbatch is giving Doctor Strange. Benedict the Blue Blob. Say that 10 times fast. Benedict the Blue Blob. Benedict the Blue... No, I can't do anything.
Benedict. I can't even say Benedict that fast.
I can't even say Benedict. I can't even say Benedict. Benedict the... Benedict.
See?
Benedict the... Wow. That's a tonguey. Benedict the...
A tonguey?
Is that not how you say it?
Tongue twister?
Oh, it's a tongue twister.
It's a tonguey.
That's a tonguey. Benedict the Blue Blob. Ow. So I'm gonna start with this one, Meet Me by the Lake by Carly Fortune, because it is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so I'm very excited. I loved Every Summer After by her, so I have high expectations for this book. I don't even know what it's about. It's gonna get me in the mood for summer. I'm not gonna lie to you, for the entire first chapter, I thought the love interest was someone else. But things are looking up because I have some hot Cheetos that I'm gonna eat. That has nothing to do with the book. This line really got me. You ready? His words hit my bloodstream like an espresso shot. Wow. Poetry, some would say. Shakespeare could never. Maybe I'll get through like half of it today. What do we think? What do we think about that? Do we like that? Okay. Thank you so much for answering. I really love it when you partake in the conversation. Okay, they had an encounter the night before that left him a little shook. And he goes, I didn't get much sleep last night. And she says, was it the bed? The mattresses are supposed to be good. And he goes, it wasn't the bed. AKA, it was you I was thinking of, baby girl. Okay, Will, I see you with that smooth operator. It's not giving what I wanted to give. I'm not going to lie to you. It's giving boring. And that's very sad to me. I'm not invested. But let's see. I'm not like close-minded yet. I want to get halfway done before I give you my full thoughts. Something really good about this is I'm reading it extremely fast. I put my phone away and I was able to concentrate a lot more, and I'm flying through this because Carly Fortune's writing is so easy to read in a good way, like not in a pretentious way. I'm not saying like, oh, her writing is easy. I'm saying like it flows nicely and it's fun for the eyesight. I don't love that her name is Fern. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I'm making do with what I was given. I love this line. Ready? He's like, I know you're scared. And she goes, you don't know a single thing about who I am. And then he goes, that's not true and you know it. You want to be mad at me? Fine. You want to scream at me? Do it. I deserve it. But don't tell me I don't know you. Literally, what the fuck? Like, I hate this man. I hate so much about this right now. I only have literally like 30 pages left, but it's pissing me off. So I did finish in one sitting, which is extremely shocking to me considering this is 300 pages. And you would think I wouldn't finish that fast because I haven't read a book in one sitting in so long. I've only been reading thrillers in one sitting, but not a romance. So I will give it that. Now, as for my thoughts, okay, I'm gonna give this a 2 star. I hate it so much. It's like there were parts about it that were redeemable. Like I said, I do like Carly Fortune's writing. I like her format of books. Like I like the past present. I like the summer feel and like the, not even just summer, but the feel good vibe that her books have. Like Every Summer After had it, this one has it. I even like the way the paperback feels in my hand. I love the cover. Like all of these things are important to me, I will say. But the contents within the book are just not good, in my personal opinion. Basically, you follow Will and Fern. It's only told from Fern's point of view, and it goes back and forth between 10 years ago and now. And in the 10 years ago timeline, Fern meets Will, and they spend basically one magical day together and get to know each other, their fears, their dreams, all of that stuff. But the timing is not right, but they agree to meet each other 1 year later and basically see how life ended up and catch up, all of that. But Fern shows up and Will doesn't. And now it is 9 years later and he strolls in to the resort that she now owns. And he's like, hey, just checking in. And she's like, what the fuck? You're 9 years late. So this felt very Taylor Swift coded. It gives right where you left me vibes. That's exactly what I felt when I was thinking of Fern's POV to Will. And I did like the aesthetic of it. I like the energy. All of that was giving, but I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel the connection. I don't love the idea of you spending one day with someone 10 years ago and still being in love with them now. That just doesn't add up to me. There's nothing wrong with falling in love with somebody really quick. I don't think the timing of it matters. I think what bothered me is just that day they spent together wasn't all that much to me. Like I didn't feel that connection. And then 10 years later, I didn't really care. Like Will really disappointed me. I kind of just didn't care for his character, the decisions he made, the way he acted was very immature. There was like no groveling, nothing of that sort. Fern, on the other hand, I was more interested in her mother's story and like learning about that and learning about their relationship than I was with Fern herself and Will himself. And then the epilogue in typical Carly Fortune fashion, it gives nothing. So 2 stars. This video is not starting off great, I will say. I'm kind of upset because this is one of my most anticipated reads of all year. I was so excited to hold this book in my hands and now I'm sad, but it's fine. I feel like a lot of people would like this book. I am just not one of those people. I'm eating birthday cake Oreos and starting The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's currently midnight. Meet me at midnight. If you haven't tried the birthday cake Oreos, oh my god, y'all, they are so good. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I am literally only on chapter 2, but I'm already invested. I'm already invested in the story. I'm invested in our main character. I'm in it. That's what I wanted from Meet Me at the Lake, and that's not what I got, but I'm excited that I'm getting it here. This one is a YA, so I am very excited to have a little bit of everything in this video since the first book I read was a romance. The last one is gonna be a thriller. This one's YA, so I get a little bit of everything, so I'm not too bored. This is what I needed. I'm on episode 6. I mean, not episode. I'm on chapter 6, and I'm having a fucking amazing time. This jumps in right away. I'm so interested. Everything that's happening is amazing to me. Hey, guess where the setting is? Quantico, Virginia. Guess what somebody just said? They said, oh, you're home early, nothing in Boise? How many times has the BAU gone to Boise? I'm back in my Criminal Minds era with this. Criminal Minds is one of my favorite fucking shows. I'm picturing every single character as a Criminal Minds character. I want to be Garcia. I call Garcia. This is fueling my Criminal Minds addiction as if I needed that anymore. I don't know if this is going to have any romance, but if I'm basing it off of the Inheritance Games trilogy, which I have to because it's the only 3 books by Jennifer Lynn Barnes that I've read, then maybe possibly there's going to be romance subplot, and I hope it involves Dean. That is all I will say because I am a Dean stan. I just started, so I don't even know if I should be standing Dean, but I do. But I also love all the naturals. I love Sloane. I love Leah. Dean. I love him. I don't know why, but I'm Team Dean. I hope my team doesn't lose. I hope my team is even a team. It could not even be. I may have no idea what I'm talking about, which most of the time is accurate. Unknown subject, unsub. I know that like the back of my fucking hand, baby. Criminal Minds taught me everything I need to know. I am practically an FBI agent. Y'all, this is literally the type of book that I don't even want to go to sleep. I just want to keep reading. Like, I'm already on page 115 and I just physically don't want to stop reading. And I'm tired. Like, my eyes are closing, but I can't bring myself to close this book. I am ready to finish this book, y'all. I only have this much left. Let's make a coffee and then we can finish together as a team. I'm gonna use this one because it's big. Is this giving aesthetic? Tell me the vibes aren't giving right now. If you can hear shenanigans, it's because Giant has the audacity to be watching a basketball game. It's so good, y'all. It is so good. It's getting me. It really is. Do you want to see my bookmark? I feel like you're gonna be like, Larissa, that's not a bookmark. And you're right, but like, I love it. Straight up just a picture of Andrew Garfield. Why am I not surprised that there's a love triangle here? Why am I not surprised? Jennifer Lynn Barnes, baby. Is that your favorite trope? She said, you came after me. And he goes, I'll always come after you. And then ready, look at this. I can be a patient man, so take whatever time you need. Figure out how you feel. Figure out if he makes you feel the way I do. Because the next time my lips touch yours, the next time your hands are buried in my hair, the only person you're going to be thinking about is me. Excuse the fuck out of me. Why do I love that? I literally have been way more into like books with romance subplots than books with full romance in it. I'm just obsessed. Book 2, done. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. There are 3 more books in the series, Killer Instinct, All In, and Bad Blood. And I kid you not, tomorrow I'm going to Barnes & Noble to buy the other 3 because I am obsessed with this series. I really like YA books that are like mysteries, but they also have romance subplots and they have puzzles. Like, it's always really interesting to me. Like, Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy is one of my favorites for that reason. And then the Inheritance Games trilogy is one of my favorites as well. So this is gonna be up there for sure. Basically, you follow this 17-year-old girl, Cassie, and it's told from her POV. And she gets recruited into this FBI program where teenagers who are gifted get to solve cold cases. They're all moved into this like house in Quantico, Virginia, of course, because that's where the FBI headquarters are. And they are trained by these FBI agents and like take a look at cases that FBI has not been able to solve. But things start to go a little bit crazy, of course, and more unfolds. I don't want to tell you much, but I really enjoy these characters. I love every single one of them. There's 5 teenagers in this program so far. So you have Cassie, you have Dean, you have Michael, you have Leah, and you have Sloane. Each of them has a different gift. So like Michael can read emotions. Leah can tell when people are lying, and she's also really good at lying. Sloane is good at statistics and numbers. She can figure all that stuff out. And then you have Dean and Cassie, who are the profilers. So it's really, really cool to see all these people have like different parts that go into this team. It reminds me a lot of Criminal Minds, but make it YA. I am so invested. As soon as like I finish this video, I'm gonna go read the other books in the series immediately. I'm gonna rate this 4.5. This was so fucking good. It didn't shock me. There wasn't any part that I was like, oh my god, crazy. But I also didn't expect there to be. It was more just fun. The writing is fun. Plot is amazing. Like, I've never seen a book with this plot. And like I said, I love the characters. Even though I say I hate love triangles, I end up being a whore for them every single time. 4.5. This was amazing. I am very glad I read this book. Starting this, y'all, Home Before Dark, last book in this vlog. I don't even know what to expect. I have no idea what this is about. Did not read the back at all. Just gonna dive right in. I have read chapter 1. And I'm already very intrigued. It's a ghost story, ghost books, haunted house, that kind of vibe, which I'm really excited about because I feel like most of the thrillers I've been reading lately have been very real thrillers, if that makes sense. Like, it's stories about serial killers, murders, all this different shit. So Ghosts is new and exciting. And I loved The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So I have high hopes for Home Before Dark. I'm excited. Let's pretend I didn't do that accent, okay? Okay. It's upside down. I did fall asleep earlier while I was trying to read this. I took a little 30-minute nap, and then Giant and I went to go watch Fast 10. Amazing, by the way. Amazing. I am a whore for the Fast and Furious franchise. Anyway, so now I'm ready to proceed. Maybe I'll finish. We'll see. And Giant, what are you doing? Tell them.
Building Legos.
Giant's building Legos.
Building the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, how exciting. This may take him a minute. And while he does that, I will be here next to him reading. This is what we do at night, in the middle of the night, in the kitchen. Are we losers?
I hope not.
I am pretty much halfway done. Shit's getting creepy, I'm not gonna lie. What I notice about Riley Sager's books is they're mysteries, thrillers, but with a splash of horror, because all the time I get like chills and shit. Like The House Across the Lake, I kept looking around like, who's there? And now I'm doing the same thing. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Again, I love Riley Sager's writing. It's very detailed and it plays like a fucking movie in my head. That happened with The House Across the Lake and it's happening with this. So I feel like he's one of those that all of his books could be turned into horror movies and they would slay.
Built a stand.
Oh, wait, hold on. Built what?
The stand.
The stand has been built. Much progress we've made. I'm almost done with the book. I literally have only this much left. To fuel me as I keep going, I have,
To refuel.
To fuel.
Refuel. What?
Fuel. What do you?
Refuel.
What do you mean refuel? No, I'm not refueling nothing. I'm fueling.
No.
What do you mean no? I'm fueling myself with this meal.
No. The way it goes is you had fuel and now you're low on fuel because you're tired and hungry. So you're refueling.
No. I had no fuel. I'm fueling.
Oh, refueling.
I'm eating Alfredo with chicken and mushrooms. And what are these things called? Zucchinis?
Green beans?
Green beans? Whatever. And I do have a Capri Sun. And Giant has a whole ass smoothie. And we have a Beepers that has joined us. You joined us? No. I have finished. I'm very tired. I don't know how I feel. I feel very unsatisfied with like how things came to be because I kind of expected what it was, which makes me a little bit sad. And I just didn't feel amazed or surprised or any of that. If you can hear that, it's the dryer, by the way. Ignore it. Anyway, I don't feel amazed. I don't feel surprised. I don't feel shocked. I don't feel happy. I just feel The House Across the Lake definitely was one of my favorites. This one was okay. I think this one would be like a 3.5 because I did have a good time while reading it. I still love the writing, but just this one didn't do it for me. I liked where it was going and I really enjoyed most of it, which is why it's a 3.5, but just that ending left me very unsatisfied. It's literally the only word I can think of to describe this. Unsatisfied. So basically, this book follows Maggie Holt, and she's our main character. You go through this in her POV, and it is 25 years after something tragic happened to her family. They used to live in this house called Bannery? How do you say it? Bainbury Hall. And it's this house that everybody said was haunted, and they lived there for 20 days, and after 20 days they fled because something happened, and Maggie remembers none of it. However, there's a book that her father wrote all those years ago that explains everything that happened, and it's basically that ghosts drove them away and that crazy shit happened in that house and that it's haunted and all of that. Like I said, Maggie doesn't remember it, and so she doesn't believe it. And now it is years later, and she is going to go renovate that house to sell it. And she kind of wants to get to the bottom of what actually happened there. Is anything that happened in her father's book the truth? Can she remember anything? What's the tea? What's really cool is you get Maggie's POV, but then in between her POV, you also get her dad's book, which is really cool. So you get to read a book within a book. 3.5 stars, yes. So overall, I had a really good time with this video. I had a really good time with these books. I love that I didn't pick them out. Let me know if you like this style of reading vlog where I go pick out new books or someone picks them out for me or what have you, and then I read them. I think 3 is the perfect amount because it didn't take me too long. I read all of these pretty fast, actually. I'm pretty sure I read all of these in 1 or 2 sittings, which is amazing. Meet Me at the Lake is definitely a 2-star. This is the lowest rated book in this entire vlog. It was just, I don't even want to talk about it. Goodbye. Then it would be Home After Dark, Home Before Dark, not After Dark. And this one is a 3.5. Like I said, loved the story, didn't love the ending. And then the winner of this entire video, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I already went to Barnes today and bought every single other book in this series. I bought Killer Instinct, All In, and Bad Blood. I will be binging the rest of this series right away. 4.5 for this one. Mwah, incredible. Amazing. Thank you, Lauren, for picking these books out. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great night. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.